Good morning, traders. Glad to have you back in the channel for the live stream as we do every single morning, Monday through Friday, obviously when I'm available or if nothing crazy happens. All right. So let me wait here a couple more seconds, get some of you guys in here. All right, awesome. So we got some people finally in here on the live stream. As always, I got a few stocks we're going to go over for continuation, and then we're going to look into the actual gap scanner, or you could say pre-market scanner for this morning. All right, guys. So 3 stocks I have on watch: FSNN. Second one is IMGN. Third is FATE. All right. So I actually, I don't know how strong I feel about them, but I do see a little bit of value. What I'm really hoping for is that today on the pre-market scanner, something more appealing does pop up, and that's what I'm going to hope for. So again, I'm going to try and get through the ones that I have very quickly. Then I want to hop into the pre-market scanner, go over some of the ones there first, and then we're going to go into answering some of the stocks that you guys have on watch. And the reason I feel this will be a little bit more efficient is because yesterday, LANU was on the scanner and it was gapping up, but I didn't really have enough time to go over those since I was looking at a lot of your guys' stocks, and then I ended up missing it. Although it was a reverse split, it was still gapping up because of that, and it was a good play that I did miss, so I didn't really get to analyze it. So I don't want to have that opportunity where I missed one of those before. So let me go ahead, start sharing my screen, and we'll get into it here. 1 second. All right, cool. So let me hop over to FSNN first. FSNN. All right, so it doesn't look as appealing anymore. All right, but either way, we'll still go over because I have it here. So FSNN had a 17 million share float. Average volume is 180,000, and it was trading at 3 million yesterday and going into today. So it had the volume. It did look good because of this move that it made right at the end of the day. So initially, I was looking to get in FSNN or potentially play it if we could get a break above $3.08 today. But as you can see, it's starting to sell off pre-market, so it's kind of dying down in the sense that it doesn't look like it's going to continue. So I was originally looking for a continuation play on this, like I usually do, but as of right now, it's not looking super strong. All right. Now, considering that it doesn't look so strong, I'm just going to go ahead and move into the next one because I don't really see value here. Like I said, I'm more of a continuation player. I like to trade momentum. When stocks start dying down pre-market and they're no longer meeting that criteria, they basically don't mean anything to me. All right. Next one I had on my list was IMGN. So IMGN still looks pretty good. It was a stock yesterday. You could obviously see rip. Now, there was people that mentioned it in the chat yesterday, and they said for me to take a look at IMGN. Now, I did say that it wasn't my particular go-to stock because it gapped up to 750, then came right back down. So it wasn't holding those highs. But as you can see down here, the stock ended up ripping yesterday. So what I did mention yesterday is that it's not my go-to because the stock didn't hold up in this area right here, and it ended up selling down. And that was okay. For those of you that are watching it, I did say that a good area of an entry would be to get in over about $7.07, which is where it kind of built up a little bit of a resistance pre-market. And sure enough, once we got over that 7.7 area or $7.07 area, it ended up crushing it and going up about 7%. So that was a nice move there. And then it continued to push and grind all day long yesterday. All right. And I even have some trend lines drawn down here on my 1-year chart that really are of no importance. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those off for you guys. So IMGN, it's got an 87 million share float. So the float is a little high, yes. The average volume that IMGN usually trades at is about 3 million. Right now, we're looking at about a 13 million share volume right now. So it is trading pretty high on volume. So I'm not too concerned about the float at that point. So as we can see yesterday, IMGN kind of just grinded up all day long, going in this direction. So today, where I see value in IMGN, if we look at the 1-year chart, is if IMGN can break over $8 and then $1.04 or $8.04, then I do see that it has pretty good value as far as buying long. And the reason being is that's like IMGN 804 is its 52-week high. If you look here on a 1-year chart, highest it's reached at about $7.75. Right now on the level 2, the spreads are about 9 cents, so pretty heavy spreads right now. Good morning to everybody in the chat as well. I'm glad to have you here. As always, thank you so much for joining in. This is what I love to do, and I hope that all the stocks that I bring to you or any of the stuff that I mention during our live streams are of good value to you guys, all right? So back to IMGN. I do see that it has potential to keep running as long as we can break through 804. So initially, we're going to have to get over 791. That's first thing. We're going to have to get over 791. But once we break 791, we want to see a break over $8.04 to continue that momentum and that ride upwards, okay? That's what I want to see with IMGN. So for those of you potentially are going to keep IMGN on watch, we're looking to see if IMGN can first break through yesterday's previous high of day, which is $7.91. From there, we have to get through $8.04 to set a new 52-week high, and hopefully IMGN will continue to run, all right? With the move that it made yesterday, I'm sure there's some eyes on it, but there's no telling if it's going to continue to run or not. We just have to keep it on watch. All right. Brian, thank you for posting the link to Hurricane Harvey donation, okay? And once again, guys, for those of you that are watching right now, I don't know if this is your first time joining into the live stream or if you know anything about TechBud Solutions. It's a Facebook group that we're now going to be moving to a web platform here very soon that'll be much more efficient than Facebook. But we right now are collecting donations for those that have been affected in Hurricane Harvey, particularly aiming to help members within our TechBud Solutions group that are stuck down in Texas right now. And we do have a handful of members that have been, hurt and have had, houses damaged and cars wrecked from the hurricane. So we are accepting donations, and it's all going to go towards a good cause. We're going to make sure we have receipts and transaction history of all the goods or services that we buy for these members. So it's going to be a really cool thing that we're doing here. So the link is down below in the description box if you want to go ahead and donate any small donation. Even if you can't, doesn't matter. Just go ahead, take a look at it, and even share it to your Facebook and your guys' friends. So once again, thank you so much for the support. All right, so that's really all we have for IMGN. Hopefully we can get over 804 there. All right, next one you have on list is FATE. Now, to be honest, FATE, it does have a little bit of light volume. It only trades on average 200,000 shares of volume, and that's not really good, okay? 200,000 shares of volume isn't a lot of volume. It's not a typical stock that I would trade, but it recently picked up in volume, and now it's trading at 700,000 shares of volume. Either way, for a whole day of trading, 700,000 shares of volume, not a lot, okay? But it still has some potential that maybe it will pick up in more volume. But my thing about FATE, if you look at this 1-year chart, the 1-year chart, it just broke through its 100 and its 200 exponential moving average. All right, and right now the price rests at $3.74. Real 50, but today was 374. Perfect example of a stop yesterday, and it continued to hold that high price point. So it closed very high or very close to the high of day. So this is a perfect example in which I would like to see FATE break above 374 and continue running. So for me, the entry point on FATE would be a break above 374. My first target would be $4. And then from there, we're just going to have to see how the price of the stock goes. So my first target on FATE would be $4, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead here and hop into, is there any questions you guys have on any of the stocks that I just went over? If so, go ahead and throw them down in the comment section below. And I'm going to go ahead and hop into the pre-market scan here and see if anything has changed. Go ahead and write some of these down real quick. So leading gapper this morning is ABIL, followed by EVLV. Next one on the list is VBIV, VCEL, CPRX. All right, cool. All right, so I got a list of these ones. Now we're going to go through and take a look at them, see what we got. All right, so first on the gapper was ABIL. I took a look at this morning. It didn't look very good. It doesn't. ABIL really doesn't look very good at all. It has absolutely no volume, so I would not be interested in playing ABIL. EVLV. Let's see, EVLV again, there's absolutely no volume to this stock. It is not something I would be interested in playing. VBIV. Again, VBIV, absolutely no volume, not a stock I would be interested in playing. VCEL. VCEL. I had a big day yesterday. VCEL. Now, it's possible that we could see some continuation with VCEL. We just have to get a break above $4.30. Next sign of resistance is going to be right at $4.55. But then again, VCEL doesn't, it trades on low volume. It's very choppy, in and out, in and out, in and out. So again, it's still a low volume stock that I'm not very, fond about, not something I really care for playing. And then the next one was CPRX. Has anything changed here? So CPRX has gapped up, but technically it's on a downtrend again. Low volume, not something I'm really interested in playing, okay? So again, it's only 8:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We still have 6 minutes until the actual real pre-market starts. So I'm sure once pre-market starts, our pre-market scanner is going to change around a little bit and then hopefully have some better gappers to go over. And again, it may be one of those days where everything is kind of slow and I might just have to pay attention to my momentum scanner, okay? All right, guys, so again, when I do these watch lists and when I look at these stocks, not every day am I gonna find the holy grail or one that even remotely does anything that I was originally hoping for, okay? So a lot of times these stocks won't work out the way it's planned, and if that's the case, all I do is use my momentum scanner, okay? So I simply will have my momentum scanner running right here. This is it right here. This is my momentum scanner on the side. When the day actually starts, this will pop up with a bunch of different stocks that are moving in the upwards direction, and from there I can go through and find ones that I like to play. So that's what I use when there's nothing that actually looks good. All right, so we got a few minutes here. I'm going to go through and take a look at a few. So probably the most common ones I've seen shouted out in the chat were UNXL. And if you don't know, I was considering UNXL for today, so I guess I will still mention it. All right, so I was looking at potentially playing UNXL today. So it technically was on my watch, but there is news that they have filed for bankruptcy. I believe. News chart right now, but there is UNXL was considering filing for bankruptcy, or they already have, and I think it was supposed to take place within the next couple days, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, one of you guys can correct me in the chat here, but I'm pretty sure they're considering filing for bankruptcy or something along the lines of that, or they're going to be going, the stock is going to get delisted. But for whatever reason, when stocks tend to get delisted, or they have news that they're going to get delisted, they start getting traded like crazy. I don't know why, but it's for whatever reason it is that way. So taking a closer look at UNXL, you can see right here in this area. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see in this area that it traded, once it had its big move up to 16 cents and then dropped down, it traded within a channel from basically 12 cents to 14 cents. And the reason it did that is because the volume weighted average price was right at about 12 cents. So the stock kept finding support right on the volume weighted average price, and it was finding resistance right at the $14 area. So for me today to want to play UNXL, I'd have to get a break above 14, and then my first target would be the previous high of day, which is at 16, okay guys? So again, my target, or the way I would play UNXL, would be a break above 14 cents, and then my first target price is 16 cents, okay? So that right there is gonna give you an area for about a 12, maybe a 10% profit margin. From 14 to 16, you'll have about an area of about 10%. So yeah, Tammy in the chat just mentioned that UNXL filed for bankruptcy and they fired most of their employees, right? So why in the hell would the stock rip like it did yesterday? Like I said, I don't know why, but stocks that are going to go bankrupt and they're going to get delisted, they always seem to have a killer day before that happens, okay? So be careful. Tread very lightly when it comes to trading UNXL, but that is my thought process on that stock. Next, we have LANU. Now, LANU had a very big day yesterday. It's possible to see LANU continue to run. It very well could be possible, okay? But it doesn't meet my typical go-to criteria when it comes to trading. Now, I will mention, I will for sure, I don't want to say for sure, but I will definitely play LANU if it breaks above $2. That's the only way I see there's value in playing LANU. If not, I'll probably short the stock today. And I do want to mention, I played LANU on the way up yesterday, and then I shorted LANU on the way down. So yesterday, I don't remember when I got long. I'm not sure when I actually got long, but I do remember my short. I got short right here. I got short at 205. I shorted LANU at 205 yesterday, and I covered my position at 173 at this white line. So yesterday, I shorted LANU from 205, which was right here, all the way to $1.73. So that was a nice move for me yesterday. So for today, it may end up being another short play. I don't know if it's going to go and break $2, but for me to see that it has any value, I would have to see it break $2. Now, it may end up being another short play. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how the day plays out, obviously. All right. Let me go ahead and pop up here and take a look at a few more stocks that you guys are mentioning. So it looks like a lot of people are shouting out MARA. And let's see. Yeah, so MARA, DCTH. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at MARA. I did look at MARA this morning. BTCS, I believe BTCS is a over-the-counter. Is it? Yeah. So Joel Carter, BTCS is a over-the-counter stock. That is not something I particularly deal with. Okay, those aren't my go-to specialties when it comes to over-the-counter stocks. But Bradley Smith is a member and a partner with TechBuds. If you haven't already joined our TechBuds Discord chat room, the link is in the description below. So you can go ahead and get yourself within our stock trading chat room. And then there's a specific channel in our chat room that's dedicated to over-the-counter stocks, which is specifically ran by Bradley Smith, and he is very, very good when it comes to trading over-the-counter stocks, and he's very profitable. So I'd recommend bringing that to his attention if you can. All right. So back to MARA. I know, I'm going back to MARA. Sorry about that. So MARA, yesterday it did make some pretty good moves. I was considering putting it on watch tomorrow or yesterday, but I just didn't I didn't feel it was going to make the moves that it did. So again, MARA has a high yesterday of 41 cents or 42 cents, you could call it. All right. Dipped back down, which isn't surprising. Nobody wants to hold penny stocks overnight. And now, right now, I think the price is sitting at 35 cents. Where are we at? 35? Really? Okay. So for me, honestly, MARA doesn't have a really good chart pattern I do like. But for those of you considering playing it, I would maybe look to get in over around 39 cents or even, it's hard to tell because there's no good resistances really built up, but the price is at 35 cents. That's the bid and the ask. So really, I would look to get in maybe over 38 cents. That's probably where I would look to get in. Over 38 cents, that's where the ask is at. So if I could get in over 38 cents, that's probably where I'd want to get in. And then I would just look for a move up to the previous high of day, which would give you about an 8% profit margin. So that's particularly the way that I would play, but I don't actually think I would ever play this chart setup here. So that's not my go-to. And not to mention, it does have volume, so it's not something I particularly like. Fate as a wall of sellers. So let's see, FATE. So yeah, you're right. FATE does have a wall of sellers. We got a 10,000 share seller right at 395, which kind of sucks, but 395. If we get in over 374 and a move up to 395, what is that? 374. So if we had to move up to from 374 to 395, you still have a pretty good room for profit. That's going to be about a 5%, 4% move if we can go in that direction, and hopefully volume picks up and it can buy out that 10,000 share seller. That would be nice. All right. Another one I did see in there a lot was CURE. So let's take a look here at CURE. CUR. Again, CUR definitely gapped down. It's trading on very, very low volume. But the only way I think I would trade CURE is if it breaks above $1.50. I would like to trade CURE if it goes above $1.50, and volume would have to pick up. Volume is very, very light. I have seen NM in there. Let's see, NM. Ooh. So technically on a nice uptrend here. It is, but it has such light volume that I won't trade it. It's just not my go-to thing. The volume's too light. It doesn't move quick enough for me. They're not the ones that day trading we focus on. RNN. Okay, so I looked at RNN today. I did look at RNN because, yeah, it moved a pretty good amount yesterday, so I did look at it. But if you look at RNN, and this doesn't mean that it won't go, but you see where it hit 264 pre-market, and then it kind of dropped back down. If you look, that's basically right where the 100 moving average is on a one-year chart. So the reason I chose not to mention RNN today was simply because it's running into a bunch of resistance on the one-year chart. So I don't see that it would continue going up. And as you can see, it's starting to drop down pre-market right now. Video editor Scott, we already have gone over UNXL. UNXL probably isn't going to be such a it could be hot today, but the company is going bankrupt, so it is a little bit scary to play. But you never know. The stock that moved that strong yesterday could very easily continue to move today. So obviously keep it on watch. And you said, okay, Daniel, think about that. Sorry, I didn't even look into the news factor with RNN. So yeah, Rexon Pharmaceuticals, they receive a new U.S. patent for, looks like a drug, okay? And the patent is extended to 2034. So that's good. Yeah, sure, that's good news. Is there enough people following it? Maybe not. And the stock is running into a bunch of long-term resistance right now. So, of course, you can keep it on watch, see if the news is strong enough to bring in traders. I don't personally think it is, considering that a lot of people are probably still going to watch UNXL and maybe LANU. So there's a few other stocks I think have more attention than RNN. I'm going to go here and hop into the pre-market scan and see if anything has changed for us. Really, nothing has changed? Just all these crappy stocks on here still? Let me up this a little bit. So someone did mention STNG in the thing, and it popped up on my pre-market scan. Let's see what's up with that guy. Yep, STNG. It's going to hit long-term resistance right at about $4.12, so I don't see it having a ton of value. Not something I would like to trade. Let me change this around a little bit, see if I can pop up anything else. Well, that's a new one. ATAI GRPN is on there. So let's take a look at ATAI. Okay, absolutely not. ATI is an absolute dud. Not very interesting at all. So far, pre-market is not proving to be very interesting at all. Yeah. So ESV. ESV has potential. So we could see ESV run. It looks like it's starting to move a little bit upwards pre-market, which is nice, but still not my go-to. If I were to play this, it would have to be a break above 475 to continue to go long. So again, there's just really not anything that's interesting to me today. And DIA, I'm not a blue chip stock trader. I do not trade blue chip stocks. So they're not my go-to thing. Blue chips, you're looking at more fundamental. I mean, sure, there's some technical, but a lot of blue chip stocks come down to fundamental analysis, and I'm not a fundamental analysis trader. I'm more of a technical and momentum trader, so I cannot give you a lot of insight. I mean, I'm sure I could, but I don't want to give you any incorrect information that hasn't worked for me. So I don't think I can give you the proper info on that. IAG, it just seen a big red today. Yeah, IAG just seen a nice red day. It's on a downtrend right now, and so unless it can break through its downward trend, which is like this, I don't see it having value. So it'd have to break above that downward trend from yesterday in order for me to think you could potentially go long. But this very well could be a short play from maybe $6.30 down to $6. I could definitely see a short coming into play on this one. I actually might keep this on watch for a short play now that I think about it. But yeah, I don't think IAG is a good one to go long on, but that's my personal opinion. DCTH, of course, we'll take a look at DCTH. Why not? DCTH, absolutely not. Nope. DCTH, basically, DCTH has been dead to me after that really, really, really phenomenal 2 days it had. After that, I never traded DCTH again. Tons of people fell in love with it. I'm not sure why, but DCTH is on a clear downtrend, and it's going to keep going down. This thing is never coming back to the 80-cent area. It's just going to continue to go down. As you can see, it's dropping like a rock right now, okay? So, again, DCTH, volume has died down. It's just not a super strong stock. It's super sketchy, super volatile. Super resistance, GRPN. Yeah, so looking at GRPN, GRPN's a good one to mention for potential swing trade, that is. I wouldn't say for momentum trading, but GRPN is right at a strong resistance of about $4.30. If it could break through that, you might want to swing trade it up to $4.78. But GRPN, it could be a nice play if it breaks through $4.30. But again, it's a stock that moves very slow, and it's not my typical go-to style. I like stocks that move very, very fast. I have not gone over INPX, and I will take a look at BAA. So INPX, it shot up like a rocket. yesterday, and then it died down. This is not something I would consider trading. It just basically told me that for whatever reason it shot up real quick and then came straight back down, and now it's completely dead and no volume. So there's no volume. So remember, guys, I think this is something very important to shout out here, because a lot of the stocks that I look at for you guys, a ton of them trade on very low volume. So, and that's okay. I guess the better question to ask you guys yourself when you're trading, this is the best question you need to ask yourself, is what kind of trader am I, or what am I trying to achieve when it comes to trading? All right. If you want to be in stocks that move fast and give you the best opportunity at making quick, fast money, then you need to be trading momentum stocks, which are only stocks that are trading on high volume. What we consider high volume is anything above 500,000 shares. That's liquid enough for us to get in and out of trades. But really, the stocks that we tend to trade are going to be trading in the millions every single day. So a lot of the stocks that you guys mention are stocks that trade on very low volume. And that's okay, because a lot of you could just start beginning and becoming traders right now. You're beginning your trading career, and that's fine. But just remember, when you're looking at stocks, you want to make sure that they're trading on high volume, because that's going to give you the best opportunity to make money, and the best opportunity to get filled on your orders and so on. So just make sure the stocks you're looking at are trading on high volume, okay? And so OTIC has been mentioned a few times, OTIC. Holy cow, what? That doesn't even make sense. OTIC. Yeah, so I don't know. I have no clue why OTIC dropped the way it did. I don't understand why it did. I'm sure there's something in the news here. Yeah, it looks like it says it's undertaking a review of its product pipeline, averts phase 3 trial. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. There's a lot to go over there, but OTIC definitely got crushed today. And I don't know if it's going to continue going down, but I might, to whoever mentioned that, work suspended. Holy shit. So yeah, for that matter, I might short OTIC today. So to whoever shouted that out, thanks a ton. All right, Brian Hernan says HIMX is way up on news. Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't have found this. This is a little bit out of my price range when it comes to trading. So yeah, this one looks like it's up on some news. It's definitely up on news today. So if you guys like to trade stocks a little bit higher in the $9 area, you could take a look at HIMX today. Oh, shnikes. No problem. Yeah, IS. Thank you for pointing that out. I might short it. I might short OTIC if it pans out correctly. So again, I typically don't short stocks, or I typically don't look for stocks to short. What I typically do is look for stocks that are running up on momentum really quick, because then those stocks tend to drop like a rock right after. So I typically, what I'll do is I'll try to buy them long, and then when I notice they're going to start going down, if I have shares to short, then I go to short them. So I might short that one today. So good shout out there. So it is 9:15. This is the typical time we do cut off. So for those of you that I didn't get to on your stocks, of course, I'm sorry. I try my best. There's a ton of them to always go over. But then again, Ricky is starting his live stream, or he already has right now. So go ahead and channel over to his stream. And for those of you that came in late, stay on here for a second. I just want to mention I'm a part, and if you don't know who I am or what I do, you can obviously figure that out through Facebook and whatnot, but I'm a part of TechBud Solutions. I'm a partner with them. Soon we're moving over to a web platform that is going to be super efficient when it comes to basically getting any information from any of the users. But lastly, which is most importantly, Hurricane Harvey has gone through Texas and it's tearing it up down there. We have started a fundraiser to help raise money to support some of the members within TechBud Solutions that live in Texas and have had their house damaged, car flooding, and so on and so forth. So right now we're targeting and we're singling down to some members that are located in Texas, and we're trying to generate a substantial amount of money in which we may end up taking a flight down there to personally handpick materials to maybe rebuild their house or maybe help them get a car. So if everything pans out correctly, we're considering taking a trip down there for about 4 days to help rebuild and go out and maybe get them a new car or appliances for their house, depending on the stakes at which their belongings have been damaged. So the link is going to be in the description below. So go ahead and check it out. Any donations you can make would be super appreciated and super helpful. So again, all the links to all the chat rooms, Facebook groups, and the donation link will be in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Please be successful trading and go ahead and make some money today. And that's really all I have for you guys today. So thank you again for joining in. I didn't have a super ton of information for you today, but hopefully tomorrow brings better. So again, like I said, if none of the stocks that we have mentioned on the watch list pan out, go ahead and use my momentum scanner that you can set up through Thinkorswim. I have a video on it. It might be an instructional playlist. I'm not sure anymore, but you can find it if you just type in momentum scanner, Connor Polifrone, or something like that. I'm sure you can find it. So go ahead and use that scanner to find stocks moving during the day, so that if none of these stocks that I've mentioned pan out, or none of the stocks you have pan out, you at least have a momentum scanner that's going to start picking up stocks that are moving very quickly. All right. And lastly, if you're not a part of the Discord chat room, what is the live stream? Video editor Scott. The live stream for Ricky, if you type in Ricky Gutierrez on YouTube right now, you will probably see a video in which it'll say he's going live right now. That's about it. So other than that, like I said, we have all the links to the chat rooms down below. If you want, go ahead and join into our Discord chat room. During the trading day, we have a live talk chat room in which I'm involved in, Ricky's involved in, a ton of other traders are involved in, where we're starting to shout out stocks that are moving and potential buy points. So you can go ahead and get in that chat room. It's called Kettles, Kettles, Kettles Live Chat, Talk Chat. So go ahead and get in there. That's all I have for you guys. Take care, and hopefully you stay green on the day.